we it, I'm just goofing around with Byleth though, and with you because we've got Sauce. She's going up here against JuanR. Seed 2, Seed 14. Sauce is expected to be here, but just about everyone else in this top 8, well, Yin. Sauce is the last defender of that seed-based crown. Any win over her is gonna be an upset. This Pokemon trainer's got a title to defend here in winner's side.
Yes, sir. And bro, getting ready for it. Taking off the headphones too, saying, you know what? I feel locked in already. I want to go ahead and take it. Looks like we actually might have a little bit of a button check here. I take that back. Oh, never mind. Nope. I thought it was a button check. I lied. Never mind.
You're just
Sauce right up in there on JuanR.
Yeah, with Squirtle there, right? You expect they're really fast. They might dash dance. They might try to cross you up, and so you just utilize the pivot because the tilt because it turns you around faster than a normal turnaround, and then you just stop yourself to control space safely. Try to find the catch out because if they DI wrong Yin with that Squirtle, they're just gonna die at 0. These are death swings from JuanR. They smell blood in the water here against Sauce, and she is scrambling to find a way back. Does so, finds the Vine Whip. Dude, these two are swinging for the fences, and it's gonna be Sauce. Still not finding the first stop.
Dude, F smash right there. You know what? Hey, you just called it a little bit early. You had the script in hand. Sauce just wanted to do a little bit of finesse, a little bit of finessing, and now we're seeing it once again against JuanR. Look at that, those up airs, the pressure on that shield. You know what? JuanR, you don't get a free hit like that. Sauce, backing right on out.
Honestly, I imagine trying to land against Sauce is what it must feel like to get on a plane right now, my friend. You do not know if you're coming back down because right now, Sauce is absolutely surgical, finding ways to keep these extensions going. First back air we've seen with Ivysaur from her in this top 8. Normally one of that character's and PT's staple moves. We haven't seen it at all. Using it there as a mix to secure the stop.
You know, I love the ideas and everything, but you know what? It just didn't come through in the way they wanted, and now it is JuanR's turn to go ahead and extend the juggle game. We saw it last time again with Sauce, with those up airs from the Ivysaur. Now, Squirtle in play, but you know what? You got to be so careful against Byleth because this character's kill potential is absurd.
I love using the side special turnaround. We've seen that from a couple characters in this bracket, right? Just to kind of cancel your momentum, grab ledge faster, and set yourself up for these ledge trumps is a little bit easier than some of the crouch ledge slip micro positioning stuff. Just really cool stuff to see, like, players continue to just get a little bit more confident, a little bit more groovy with some of the ways that they're approaching, optimizing some of these advantage states, or you just hit Byleth back air.
You know what? Sometimes that's all you need. That being said, Squirtle looking to go ahead and find it with some down tilt or F tilt. Oh, we got forward throw coming through. Not quite going to do it, but we do got the water gun. That is going to set up into a horrible positioning. Still, not going to see Sauce quite get the kill that they wanted. Not quite get the setup that they felt. But all the same, 161. This character's got some mad kill power. It doesn't matter if it's Squirtle, Ivysaur, or the Zard.
So watch here, right? It's all about, if you're a Squirtle, fighting this dash dance, trying to bait Byleth to land in the wrong position by that interior edge of this platform. Or anything else, it's going to be really awkward to find a way out of Byleth's threat range where you can contest with some of these stubbier hitboxes. Once you get trapped with Ivysaur, that limited movement really works against you, and then Charizard just explodes. I like the Squirtle early from Sauce, but it just wasn't able to force the commitment from JuanR. They are just playing so disciplined, and Sauce hasn't been able to get them to bite.
You know, we got coaches coming in. Look at this kill right here. The attempt at the platform wasn't able to quite get it, but you know what? We shut it down just long enough. Get him nice and anxious. You're going past that past that ledge, and you are going to be biting the bullet for that.
Yeah, man. Flew straight to the blast zone. Unfortunately, not to the ledge like you wanted. Maybe didn't beat the right gym leader first. Just wasn't able to get his Pokemon to obey where she's going. Unfortunately, Sauce there, not coming out with the game 1 victory, but not out of the woods yet. JuanR though, playing like they are on a mission right now, yeah.
Which, considering the fact that You know, we were talking a real big game about Sauce. They are that one top seed left standing inside of the winner side. It hasn't mattered so far. JuanR really showing a beautiful demonstration in understanding how to go ahead, put that pressure on, and that is what Byleth is good for. I'm going to put the fear into my opponent. I'm going to make them afraid, and so, you know, Sauce got to find some ways to go ahead and dial it back. Got to figure out what is the answer to these disadvantaged states against the threatening Byleth.
I mean, I really like the ideas we saw from her, right? She's trying to bait out some of these swings, right? Recognizing that JuanR is playing this very committal game. Aim is definitely kind of going for a couple of the more explosive options that Byleth has. And when you play with that confidence, you open up really the potential of this character, allowing you to find these stocks at 30, but you also open yourself for these big punishes if you whiff. Sauce just hasn't been able to find the whiffs.
Yeah, Sauce though, locking him in that ledge. Can we go ahead and get a little something? No, instead, it's going to be JuanR swinging out a disadvantage, making it look like a beautiful place to be. Now, gonna go ahead, slow it down. We're backing it up, but instead, Sauce finding that up throw, but not getting a big extension that you kind of expect from Squirtle, especially Sauce's.
Just dancing around, right? You see Sauce here just baiting back these full hops in center stage, trying to bait out the approach from Byleth, trying to get at JuanR in an awkward position to get a platform extension, because that's where you're seeing this big damage with Squirtle. The problem is when you miss and you give Byleth the big extension, she just kills you. And so Sauce now trying to play the Fundies rinse repeat game, but just has more interactions to kill than JuanR, right? Pretty significantly right now, and it's all about how do I find the opportunities to set up these water gun situations and find these early stocks to bring that differential down.
Yeah, that is a big problem to be fighting off against. If you have a recovery like one of Byleth, all of a sudden, might be a great tether, but pushed too far out by that water gun, gonna be a big problem. Speaking of big problems, we got locked at ledge, this PT, but you know what? Breaking on through, I take it right back. Sauce knowing how to navigate that perfectly, gets the weak hit, but all the same, that is a hit nonetheless to go ahead and reset up for the advantage.
Okay, once again, these very fundamental dash dances, but unlike Squirtle, Ivysaur still not having the speed to contest, so Byleth able to get back at the stage. That was that aggressive option, but again, with Ivysaur against Squirtle, you just don't have the tools to punish it quite so hard, and so we're seeing JuanR able to get back. Now Sauce having to switch to the Charizard, do it again, but Charizard can't mix on platform the same way, right? And this is where you really see PT start to kind of show some cracks in the matchup a little bit, right? Is that you've got one Pokemon that is really good until you get hit once, and then you can't play her anymore, and then the other two Pokemon don't do nearly as well against Byleth.
Yeah, not having those projectile games. Oh! Just gonna go ahead and water gun him out. Is that gonna... No. We got that nice low recovery. That stall with the side Bs. Looking really good from JuanR. That recognition of the matchup right there.
Yeah, just saying, hey, I have my jump, I can get back here, but I need to force myself to get close enough, low enough that this water gun isn't a threat anymore, right? If I take another one, that is gonna be it, and was able to find a way back down. Now, last stock of game one, down a full one, but Byleth more than capable of making these disappear if you don't die right on here. Sauce is very, very willing to just take you off the side with a surf. If you give it to her, you gotta be wary right now.
Yeah, she was doing a really good job of locking down JuanR, but unfortunately for him, JuanR just came on, broke through, and that is the big thing. You get that one reverse hit that you didn't mean to get, all of a sudden, you gave him stage control right back. Now, though, even though we saw a decimating game one from JuanR, it is looking completely the other way. Still, JuanR trying to go ahead and show some signs of life here. This is Byleth we're talking about. One strong hit, and all of a sudden, you are in trouble, as we are seeing 75%. This is kill percent.
Yeah, how do you shadow, right, these escape routes? How do you call out the panning options and prey on your opponent's lack of discipline? That is what we're asking right now. That is what JuanR is trying to do to the nth degree. But this is a different Sauce than game one. A Sauce who will take no quarter, and one who has been playing with supreme confidence, hitting the Flare Blitz out of the blue. We saw it in top 32 again, but we haven't really seen it since. And Sauce is saying, don't get lost. Or
Don't
you
say
might
it.
just forget about me.
What? Never mind. Go back to the cliche. Go back to the. Don't get lost in the sauce. That
I was
that.
Okay. I don't know what I've done today. Kyler, you woke up and chose violence.
I did. Violence is fun.
Violence is fun.
Violence is so much fun. Have you seen what Sauce and JuanR are doing to each other? Byleth is so much fun.
That's what I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize what you said the first time. I fully heard Byleth seriously, and we'll go with that anyways.
Yeah. The violence with Byleth is much fun.
JuanR trying to do just that to book a ticket to the winners finals. Yin. Top 4 is best of 5, but winners finals isn't top 4 just yet. So winners semis isn't top 4 just yet.
Top 3.
This is.
I thought it was top 3, not top 4.
3. No, you're right. You're right. Thank you for that correction. Top 3 is winner is best of 5. All right. So now back against the wall. This is a game 3 scenario. This is a game set match. We're not gonna see any big character changes. Are we gonna see a stage? It's gonna come down to truly whose adaptations are better.
One game, do or die. Let's see what these guys are cooking up right now. So far, looking very good right here. Already off to a phenomenal start with some of the pressure. Well, I take that back. That water gun, not quite it. That water gun was not what you wanted to see.
Yeah, I really like the way we're starting to see a little bit more of this Nair, a little bit more simple from JuanR, just trying to find a way to start to contest some of these landing hitboxes a little bit better. Or sorry, throw out a little bit more of an active hitbox on landing that will contest some of these landing traps a little bit better from Sauce. Now gonna call out the switch, find the stage control for fully free, and Sauce is not having a way back. Unfortunate SD.
Yeah, that does mean JuanR in a very comfortable spot here in what is the final game of the set. That being said, Sauce going to go ahead, find some of these combos that we weren't quite seeing connect in the way that we wanted. 64%, we got him locked at ledge. Can we go ahead and keep it running? I love that. The nair, the forward air. Can we go ahead, get another? No, we're going to go ahead, just reset the ledge, and we get the grab. We get the up throw. Instead of going for the forward throw, I like the idea to go ahead, catch him off base with some of that DI, and get another hit.
Yeah, and right now, the big thing to remember is how volatile this matchup is, right? The Squirtle ledge trap, Sauce has been so good in this position, and JuanR is struggling to get back, but at the same time, even though if you find this hit, it's just an even game, right? Squirtle just takes one hit, and you might just lose your stock. Surf here is still not going to do it just yet, especially on PS2, but Yin, I mean, the real story is just, even with this, you not dying, I feel like every time you don't die, that this is a rinse repeat, even without the damage ticking up, it's going in JuanR's favor.
Yeah, you got full rage at this point. You don't want to let him get back to the stage. I love that water gun. Can we go ahead and stop this? Nah, not quite. And instead, JuanR just stalling on that ledge. I love to see it now. Can we get a little bit of damage rocking? JuanR playing so careful.
Yeah, but that stress is starting to prickle up a little bit, and finally gonna find it off that down tilt. But all of a sudden, Yin, I mean, you've got to find the cross up. Gonna get it here. Beautiful side switch with the water gun. That's gonna be there. Air dodge turned out, passed it away. Hey, that's almost no resources, but you go overextend. He was dead. You had it, and the overcommitment from Sauce is gonna give JuanR the chance to get back. That was the clip of the tournament, Kyler, but only in another reality.
Only in another reality. Unfortunate there for Sauce. Still does have the potential. This ain't a runaway game yet. As I say that, though, JuanR showing his hand, trying to go ahead and pop that shield like the balloon.
They're just trying to wall you out, and this is, again, these back airs are starting to show up. There's a lot more normal cookie-cutter PT gameplay that we're seeing slowing down this game with Ivysaur than we've seen from Sauce during a lot of this top 32 tonight. But so far, again, I mean, it's slowing down the pace of the game, but it's not managing to control the space much more. JuanR has been so efficient at finding ways in, but neither player's been able to really capitalize on an advantage state here.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to go ahead and shut out this stock. Both players struggling to do so with characters that are normally known for getting these crazy explosive kills. And that just goes to speak for how patient, how defensive these players are. Look at this. Right now, Sauce really trying to find this Razor Leaf. JuanR just won't Give it to him.
Okay, right now, just beautiful job finally controlling that open center space. Ace, right? It's all about keeping these opponents antsy to jump, keep them grounded, especially a character like Byleth who gets so much mileage off of that neutral air. And we've seen Sauce just do a better job. JuanR's had to completely reapproach how some of these approaches come in clutch, and now, right, the Mendels that we're seeing add up, they're starting to struggle to get off the ledge way more than earlier in the set. Sauce has been dialing in these edge guards every single game, every single set, and the dividends are paying off when it matters most.
I love the aggression here. So far, though, Sauce hasn't really gotten quite that finishing blow that he needs. 183 now. She needs to find a way to get this kill, and this ledge could have been it, but instead, JuanR going to go ahead and sneak on through. Does get caught by a back air, though, so still in the driver's seat. Sauce taking the time to just get those patient resets.
Right now, though, 200% going for that water gun, and you DI in just like that. Life flash before your eyes. Even Squirtle able to survive. The Flare Blitz is going to find a way back. Somehow held on. Somehow staying in the set on winner's side. Sauce, the number 2 seed, on her last dregs of life. But she's not out of the woods just yet. And JuanR needs to stop the bleeding, because this one could get out of hand if you're not careful, Yin.
Hold up, 45%. I did also see JuanR give that a little bit of a head shake, maybe a little bit of frustration here, as Sauce really started to find their way through. Can she go ahead and find the stock at this ledge right here? Gets the Razor Leaf, doesn't get the Vine Whip.
Okay, found a way back. That air dodge buffered the wrong way. Now you have to find a way to avoid the arrows. All the options. Gonna use the tether. I love the stall to find a way back. Truly pulling out all the aces up your sleeves. It all comes down to this. Reeling back victory from the jaws of defeat, are snatching it away in turn. Who's gonna come out on top? Pokemon Trainer or Byleth, Sauce or JuanR? Only one may stand, and it's going to be neither one just yet, because they cannot find a meaningful hit.
Oh my god. Dude, the Razor Leafs coming through, snuffing out the aggression. Sauce trying to find a way in, just the frustration. You could feel it from here. Now, JuanR, one mistake. That's going to be it. Look at that, the eye roll. You can tell how much tension there was, the frustration, the want to get that set. But Sauce just holding strong, staying committed to the game plan, and breaking down JuanR.
Once again, it's that sliding up smash, right? That just does so much work at the end of the day. Being able to find those pivots, being able to get that scoop, just so good. Especially when, right, one of the fastest options in the entire game, that up smash frame 5, same as Diddy Kong's, and just so big, man. Charizard, when you need to kill your opponent, right? There's nobody better. Truly, he is the guy who clocks into work and has one job. Right? Like, he has one job, and it's to kill you.
It truly is. Or get killed in that scenario.
So true. I really like the ideas, though, from JuanR, right, throughout this set, just playing so well, especially at the most confident like there, right? The ways that we would see JuanR just start to shadow Sauce's movement, really just mirror them at that mid-range before lining up those integral hits with the forward airs and back airs were so good, right? Just playing this beautiful, disciplined dance. But as the set went on, Sauce was able to kind of get in that comfort range and not give JuanR room to get situated. We saw a lot more preemptive swings to just try and keep out the Pokemon Trainer, and there was no room for recovery after that.
Yeah. I love that recognition right there, understanding that, hey, I've been DIing out a lot, or DIing in a couple of times. Let me go ahead and hold that out. Sauce really not wanting to give up that ground there. We saw, of course, that call out right there. Beautiful arrow, and that did lead to the unfortunate SD from Sauce game 3, but still was able to go ahead and bring it back nonetheless. I mean, look at this. Brought him up to 187, only taking 10% before finally dropping that stock. Massive. Massive if you can do that consistently.
Yeah, my friend, speaking of consistently, the two kings of bracket consistency have been decided. 2 players are left in winner's side, and they are Hypest Town and Sauce. It's gonna be Wario, it's gonna be Pokemon Trainer, and where else to have this classic matchup of former characters that Tweak played in Ultimate than, hey, here in his home state of New Jersey. But over on loser's side, we're gonna have Hazy going up against JuanR, and then the winner of that set is gonna play the winner of Sentinel and Crimson Abe,
which actually was decided as Crimson Abe 2-0. So
awesome. That had not updated on my side just yet, but I believe before we get into top 4, we have some messages from folks who made all of this possible. I believe. Am I being mixed? Did I mix myself? I mixed myself. Not yet. Hey, it's still winner's final. Okay, no,
winner's
I do have
finals.
winner's finals. I totally did mix myself, chat. Listen,
Imagine.